And hello everybody and welcome back to week 58 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing very well this week. And yes, it is time for us to start working on our smelting system this week. Because we did not finish it last week. Obviously, we only just built the room and then hollowed out the area for the actual smelting system. So that is already something on the agenda for this week, but it is not the first thing we're going to do. Let me actually go ahead and show you everything I have written down. And this is the simple version of it. We've got bulk storage fix, which I don't know if you guys have noticed, but because of the fact that we've been mining so much in the mining village, there is a lot of chests already being taken up by stone, cobblestone, deep slate, cobbled deep slate, and I want to decrease the number of these by taking shulker boxes, filling them up with them, and then putting them into the storage. It'll give us a lot more storage in the long run. But as you might have guessed, I don't actually have that many shulker shells for that. This will take about, what, 26 regular chests, so 13 double chests, and I don't think you may have noticed that this is a lot more than 13 double chests worth of items. So that is one thing on our list this week. Then I want to go ahead, head back to the villager hall, and move in some more villagers, do the thing we usually do. We'll probably move in more librarians as per usual. And then, of course, finally get to our smelting system. And then if I have an idea or we have time later, I might do something at the mining village, or I might go ahead and do something else like a secret number 5. So that's the plan. But first, we're not actually going to work on the bulk storage system because that requires me to AFK at our shulker shell farm. So instead, what we'll go and do first is we're going to head to the nether, move all of our villagers from our villager breeder over to the villager hall, and we will turn them into librarians that I need. So let's get started. And of course, as I have talked about last week, I went ahead and actually got more than 4 villagers. I doubled that number actually, as you will see. That in this cramped location, I actually have got 8 villagers, and these guys will be all the ones that we move over to the villager hall this week. This is going to take some time though, because the more I do this, the harder it is to get them to actually have a type of enchantment that I actually want. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't take too long though. Once again, this never gets easier. I have been here for about 40 minutes getting all the villagers set up, and, well, here's what we ended up getting. We ended up on this level only getting 1 actually, and that one that we got was this Curse of Vanishing Villager. Then all the other ones are on the bottom floor. We've got Luck of the Sea, Multi-Shot, Piercing, Projectile Protection, Respiration, Smite, and Unbreaking. So yeah, 8 more villagers. That leaves, I believe, a total of 17 more enchantments to go through. Sorry, not 17, 15, because we've got these 2 empty slots here, so these technically don't need to be filled at the moment. So we're getting there. Probably 2 more days, but those 2 more days are going to be the hardest because of the fact that, as I said, the more I fill this up, the harder it gets, because then I'm looking for specific enchantments and not just whatever enchantment. But yeah, that is all I wanted to do at the villager hall. So next, I want to go back to our base and head into our bulk storage system to explain what I want to do with it. So I'll see you guys there. So as I said before, I want to go ahead and fix this bulk storage system because it is completely cluttered at the moment now with a bunch of blocks that we've gotten from our mining hall. And not to mention, it's not even organized really that well. We've got like dirt kind of strewed like this, some stone here, the cobblestone and stone are just plastered throughout here, and I want to fix that. So we're going to go ahead and take all of these and condense them down into shulker boxes. Now, how many shulker boxes is that actually going to require now is the question. Well, I want to mainly focus just on these for now. I'm not too worried about these miscellaneous items, nor am I worried about our copper and coal blocks. It's mainly the andesite, granite, and diorite, the stone, cobblestone, probably obsidian, just the regular blocks. So how many does that equal? It's 2 shulker boxes per chest. How many chests do we have filled up with these items? Alright, so we have 131 chests in here. I've just counted. Multiply that times 2, we need 262 shulker boxes. Definitely more than we have in shulker shells here. And 262 turns into 524. 524 is almost about 9 stacks of shulker shells. So I think it is time for us to head over to our shulker farm so that we can go ahead and AFK there and grab all of the shulker shells we need. So I'll see you guys over there. And alright, our farm should be over here, I believe. Yep, there it is, in all of its very laggy glory, if I remember correctly. And so what I'm going to do, and I apologize, but you're not going to be hearing anything because I turned off the sound, is I'm just going to go ahead, AFK here, and I will be back when this farm has produced us all the shulker shells for good need. This is going to take a while. Yeah, you can probably tell I was there for a while, but let's head back to our base and get started on crafting all the shulker boxes I'm going to need. However, I know we can't just craft these straight up because otherwise they're not going to stack anymore, so that's already out of the question. I also realized that I need more chest, because I said, what, it was going to be 262 shulker boxes? 262 is not this. That is at least another 2 stacks. So we're missing that much chest. About almost 2 stacks of chest. Alright, I will go and grab some bamboo to make enough chest, hopefully. And now we get the lovely task of taking all these out and going ahead and filling these up with shulker boxes instead of their respective items. So this is going to be a while for me, not that long for you guys. Alright, and now after an hour and a half of tediously going through all these chests just to take out the items, put it into shulker boxes, and then put them into somewhat of an organized pattern throughout here. Each of these chests now have shulker boxes of their related blocks, and Stone actually needed 2 chests for that because it had way too many chests apparently scattered throughout here. Like I said, didn't go ahead and move the ores, didn't feel the need to, and same with all of these items, but with these I am pretty happy now that it is cleaned up and we're not already like halfway through our storage system. And now for the next thing I want to do on our list is, you may remember, obviously it was only last week that we started work on our smeltery, and I want to get that done today. So I have the items here that I know we're going to need, so I'm going to take these, we're going to move into there. Probably should bring some dirt, to be honest, which I just put in, whatever. I'll take the little bit of dirt we have that is not in our bulk storage, and we will go and start building our smelting system. So yeah, this is what we have to work with. I think I'm going to do this piece by piece, so the first thing I actually need to do is I need to build the little tracks that go back and forth between this chest and the hoppers as well as the furnaces. There we go, there's our tracks for going back and forth for these guys. Now we need to do the redstone under them so that we can get them to actually stop when we want them to. Alright, and for the time being, that's actually these all completely done. Now what I need to figure out is how the coal collection system will work, and whether or not the detector rails are going to break this. Alright, we got the track here, but now we gotta see if this actually goes through all of these tunnels and doesn't break. If it does break, we gotta figure out something else. So I'll go ahead, place that there. And 3. Alright, cool. It does actually go through all of them. So I don't actually have to change anything about that, which is really nice. But this right here, we gotta add in some redstone, so that it actually picks up the right amount of blocks. I also need to grab a coal block for labeling this chest as the coal block chest, or the coal chest, at least the fuel chest, whatever you want to call it, honestly. Alright, and with that now set up, we've only got one thing left to do, besides putting another chest here so this actually, fills up. And now we need to go ahead and get this situated, which is our output. The output, though, is a lot less complicated than everything else, because it's got no timers, it's just got a bunch of rails that need to go every which way. But before I actually get set on starting to make the output, I'm going to go ahead and get this toggle switch on for the whole system, which shouldn't take too long, just a little bit of redstone. There we go, just simple as that. And now we can go ahead and get our whole output system set up. Alright, so I have currently gone ahead and built the output system, and I am now worried. Mainly because of the fact that I, for some reason, have 4 extra powered rails, I have 7 extra stone bricks, 3 extra redstone dust, and 4 extra levers, and I don't know why. Everything seems to be built fine here, but at the moment I have a sneaking suspicion I forgot something. Because I actually went ahead and completely did the math on all of the items I was going to need for this, and something isn't adding up. But oh well, I guess I will go ahead and put the Minecraft hopper here. It should make its trek around and go back the same way it came. Oh, well, I found where some of the redstone's supposed to go. There we go. It still doesn't make any sense for the levers, blocks, and powered rails, but oh well. Alright, after taking a quick look back at what we had for our actual build, I can now see why some of the issues came up, or why I have some extra blocks. First off, these stone bricks are here for placing between these blocks. Simple as that. The levers I originally had on these blocks right here, but that was to power the rails under them, which we already have the levers there, so we don't need to worry about that. And then I think the powered rails honestly are just a crafting issue. I think I crafted too many powered rails, so the system should be working now. So let me go ahead and finish adding all the blocks. So we need to add these slabs onto these. And I'm realizing because I've actually increased this to a height size of 3, I'm going to have to change how I have this. So instead of having slabs here, we're going to need stairs. Stairs I don't currently have, so I will be right back. And alright, there we go. There is all of our smelting system theoretically done. And because of that, I say we do a small test run. The question is, do I have stuff to actually smelt for this test run? Alright, so we'll smelt a stack of raw beef. We'll do a stack of stone. And we'll do a stack of copper. Then, of course, we're going to need some coal, which I apparently need to mine some out really quick. Give me a second. Alright, put the coal in here. Should come and take it out any moment now. There we go. And we'll let the coal disperse first, but we'll also go ahead and put our stone, raw copper, and raw beef in here. And now we should be able to just flick this lever, and hopefully it works. No worries, me. Why did you stop down here? Ah, one of the levers. Gotcha. Alright, now this should work. Yep, and there we go. All of our stacks of items completely smelted, and not in that bad of a time anyway either. So yeah, there we go. Our smelting system is fully incorporated into this building. But this building also looks really bad right now, so what do you say we go ahead and finish doing the little bit of details that we need to do around here? Specifically, getting these crafters sorted, and then also going ahead, getting the walls in, getting the ceiling in, and maybe even getting a front to this. Let's get started. Alright, and there we go. I have now gone ahead and made this automatically come up every time we enter in, and technically if we leave, it goes back down. It's not really necessary, obviously, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna keep it as is. I'm not too fond of the fact that the cartography table doesn't show anything because it doesn't rotate like the stonecutter does, but oh well, I can't really do much about that. Alright, so that is that squared away, and I also went ahead and just put some of the grass outside so it actually doesn't look horrible. We still need to figure out what to do with the face of this though, so we'll figure that out in a second. But right now, what I'd like to do is get this set up, something here, and then a roof. And then I think we'd be done after that. Alright, so this is what I ended up with on the inside. Simple roof, simple doorway. I did, however, add some windows here so we can look in and out. However, I'm trying to think if I actually want to add something to this, because I can't just have the doorway be this open. At least I don't think I can. So I need to figure out what I want to do for the outside. And alright, there we go. There is this completely decorated. I think it looks alright, to be honest. It's an interesting structure, but I might add something here to kind of block off and make this a little bit safer. But at the moment, see, we walk in here, that pops up. We have all of our furnaces, we have our big smelter here, and I think, honestly, I like how this turned out in the end. It's nice, cozy. Yeah, add a campfire here, just because I thought a smelting area campfire made the most sense. I was thinking about adding some coal blocks here, but I'm not too sure about that. That'll have to be decided at some point. But I did go ahead and add some ores here for like things they would be smelting in this area. And all in all, I actually really like it. Its roof is a bit different from the rest of the area, but I think that's fine. It's kind of funny though that the fact of this area that's supposed to be smelting stuff actually has the most wood on it. But oh well. I might change up the outside at some point, but for now I think it looks just fine. But now for the final thing on our agenda, I actually want to go ahead and head to the mining hole that we have because I want to go ahead and insert our nether portal into there because I'll be honest, I'm tired of flying back and forth from it every week, and this would probably just be easier. However, that means we're gonna need a bunch of obsidian to actually build this thing, so hopefully this is enough. So let's head over there. So yeah, I want to go down there, and we're going to build the portal to the dimensions that I have been wanting to build it to. And I was going to wait until we had this area like completely cleared out to do so, but at this rate, with how things have been going, I'm just going to use TNT, blow through the entire area to where we need it to be, and then we'll worry about clearing it out later. Alright, light her up. Hopefully this is a safe distance. Alright, not horrible. There was a lot of gravel here, though. So I guess we could have it possibly about here. Now, what I think I'm going to do, for the sake of convenience, is I'm going to go ahead and mine all the way from the top, and then mine the slit down. I think that'd be the easiest way of doing this. Alright, mine the slit, and now we just keep going down until we hit our obsidian. And while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and also start building the portal, even though it's going to cut off light, but that's fine. That's nerve-wracking. At the moment, I don't see any shriekers, but that could change very quickly. I don't see a shrieker, which is good. Alright, and with that little scare out of the way, we do have our portal set up, but I would rather go ahead and get the portal another setup. Well, actually, we should be able just to Oh, is this too big? Dang it. Alright, give me a second. I'll go ahead and figure out the actual proportions that this could be. Alright, there we go. It's a bit shorter than I wanted, but that's fine, as long as it works. Now let's go ahead and activate that other portal. Does this connect? Yes, it does. Cool. So now we actually have a portal to the nether connected up with this. That's great. So now I no longer have to keep using about 8 rockets just to go back and forth from here to our base. And there is one last thing that I would like to do. A very simple thing, and it's a simple fix for something I built a while back. So let's go over there. And the thing that we actually need to fix is our villager breeder. Now you might be wondering why this needs to be fixed. Well, I went and I've been AFKing at this thing for a while now. And just this week, I had something happen. And that something was I had an Enderman place a sand block, I think about around here. And that caused a disaster because as you can see, this is only 2 blocks tall. Meaning that because an Enderman placed that block there, zombies were able to walk in and a zombie walked in and took care of both of my villagers. They didn't die, but they turned into zombie villagers, so I kind of got lucky on that regard, but I don't want that happening again, so I'm instead going to put this ring around this farm, light it up, and that is all I need to do. So that is actually everything I wanted to do for this week, and I think we got a lot done. We went ahead, finished up our smelting system, we fixed our bulk storage. That took a lot more time than I thought it was going to take. We also went ahead and put in more villagers into the villager hall, as well as put a portal in our mining village and also fix this. So all in all, it's a pretty eventful week. But yeah, that's going to be it. I thank you all for watching. You all take care, have a great week, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.